Hello, welcome to my stream. Um, my name is Sel, and tonight we're playing Pentiment. Hopefully for the last night, finally. I've said that the last few weeks, but I think this week is going to be the final episode. Like, I'm pretty sure. There were maybe 2 to 3 hours left last time, and this time we are like 2 hours, 2 hours farther along, or an hour and a half farther along, something like that. So, we shouldn't have too much left to do. Let me pull out my chat here. There we go. All right, let's jump into the game and get this going. Again, I really have enjoyed this game. It's been absolutely great. I have literally, like, clicking into this game, I saw I had 24 hours played on it. So, like, a nice substantial game. Very enjoyable. Absolutely loved it. I've just been playing it for a long time. Um, and I kind of want to jump into other games. Hey, Phobos! Welcome, welcome. Hope your week's going well. Alright, let's go. I'm just kind of excited to think of, like, the other games that we can open our repertoire to, and once we get through this. Okay, what are we doing again? I had a lot of bad memories. It's great. I was supposed to do something, wasn't I? Aren't I supposed to go somewhere? All right, we were getting ready for stuff. What am I doing down at the Gertners? Okay, so I talked to them, and now I'm supposed to go. I don't know. I'm supposed to go up to. Um. Do I go up to the Rathaus? Is that where we're hanging out? Am I going up here? What am I doing? No. I'm still working on this. But not right now. Was there anything else? Let's check our... Oops. Probably a lot of people getting golden hand. Oh, right. Oh, right. I had to talk to people. Okay. Right. Otts told me to go to places. Okay. Agnes Steinauer. Clara's husband will remember everything. Talk to her. They're probably people. Have we talked to Agnes? And then I did talk to Agnes. Okay. I was like, I definitely would have gone to Agnes before the others. Okay, and then we talked to Claire. Okay, Golden Hand. I was like, I knew we had to go somewhere. I just couldn't, that, like, a central place. I just couldn't remember what central place that was. Um, but it is the Golden Hand, which is this direction. Back there it is. Alright. The crowd. The place I wanted to go. Oh my gosh, what are you wearing? Both of you. I mean, this hat is cool and stylish, and so is the haircut. I like it. This is... I mean, the hair is probably not bad. I just don't know about the hat. I don't know about the hat. I find it extremely questionable. Alexander. Kazimierz. Let's talk to Alexander first. Oh, we'll talk to both of them. 2-for-1 deal. Well, if it isn't Magdalene. You're learning everyone's names during your stay? Alas, it appears the good people of Tassing are the only audience I will have until the pass is clear. It seems only right that I attempt to put myself on friendly terms with you and your neighbors. I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I am Alexander, and this is my partner, Kazimierz. We are musicians by trade, travelers by necessity. The weather trapped us on our way back to Würzburg for a Christmas celebration. I had hoped to win the Meistersinger competition there, but alas, we are trapped here until passes clear. Okay, I have just not been very patient because I was like, this feels like it definitely should be underlined. And it is. Let's read about it. I remember like being able to click on this stuff and read about it was like the coolest thing. I thought that was so clever. When I first started this game, still one of my favorite things. Members of a guild for lyric poets, composers, and singers of unaccompanied art songs. Meister singers perform in regular competitions, often held at Rathaus or church. Okay, checks out. How are you finding tassing? Everyone has been quite kind, and no one has thrown anything at me for my music. Considering the circumstances, I'm counting that a success. I have to admit, I was quite upset that I had missed my opportunity to sing at the Meistersinger competition. Oh, do you not talk? Interesting. Or are you protecting your voice? He practiced so much for it. Yes, it's hard not to view the last year as a waste. You can try again next Christmas, can't you? Or really the whole year's a waste? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Huh. It seems like it. I mean, but didn't you just get better at singing? Isn't that good? I don't know. Maybe I'll view it differently someday. I felt like everything was building up to this one performance, and now it's not going to happen. Well, you have an audience here, the people of Tassing. And perform for them I will. I love performing for people wherever I go. When I sing for people, I want to move them. I want to see it on their faces. It's only in that moment that I can connect with them. That's the only truth I know. Meistersinger judges will rate me as they will, but that's not why I want to perform for them. I want to move the masters the way they move me. Does that make sense? Sure. I make art for my own satisfaction. I think so. My dad is my teacher and his approval means a lot to me. We'll say that one because that's like the most supportive, I think. I think we all want the approval of those who came before us. And someday, someone will look to me for approval. Hard to imagine. Heh. I'm sorry. Just feeling a little bit melancholy, I suppose. He's mute? Oh, okay. It's a long night. Cheer up. Christmas is here. We'll say cheer up. Christmas is here. It's Christmas. Of course, in our darkest hours, the birth of our Savior reminds us that dawn will follow. And also, it's fun. Perhaps the Christmas feast will lift my spirits. Will I see you there? Absolutely. Almost everyone in town should be there. Then I look forward to it. Until then. Are you a different person to talk to? You are. I like him. He has a better style than his friend. Hello, Magdalene. That took a long time to write. You're Casimir, right? You're with Alexander. Musicians? Yes, I play shawm and lute. He sings. Okay. We're not going to ask for the voice. Are you Polish? Yes, from Collins. Alright, don't take a minute. What are you two doing in Tassie? And we don't want to end the conversation. We engaged in a conversation for a reason. I don't know what that is, but... What do you guys know about the murder that happened before? Ask Alexander. Sorry. What? Alright, I won't take up any more of your time. That's rude. Thanks. God bless you. You weren't as nice as I hoped you would be. No, I don't want to go upstairs. I want to go over here. Hey, Hans. Let's talk. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. Did you need something? How are you doing? Fine enough. Weather's getting colder. And the family? Healthy and hardworking. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy. Proud of him. And you know how beautiful and kind-hearted Yuta is. Just like her mother. I don't know how I got so lucky. She's a miracle. She will marry a good man soon, I'm sure. There aren't too many options in Tassing, though. Do you have someone in mind? Yeah, do you have someone in mind? That young Otz is a good man, I've noticed. Really? Huh. Interesting. He's solid enough. Yeah, you know what? Sure. He can have his pick. Takes after his father. All the same, when Yuta has children one day, they'll be beautiful and kind like their mother. There are worse things to be, I suppose. I did my best to raise her right, but her best qualities are all heilig. Give yourself a little credit, Hans, or I miss her. Well, I mean, obviously he's not going to say the good qualities are all him. Oops. Well, I meant to say we miss her, but you know, whatever. Kind of you to say, Magdalene. I should get back to it. Until later. Until then. Okay. Whoops. Anyway. Bolslav, how you doing? God bless you, Magdalene. Hello, Bolslav. I have an odd question for you. Oh? When I was exploring the Abbey for the mural background, I stumbled upon some stray cats. Were there a lot of cats during your time? Yes, as a matter of fact, there were. There were always cats around the Abbey, but one summer they started begging for food. Persistent little creatures. Brother Lucas swears he never fed them, but I have my doubts. Who's that? That guy, right. Well, they seem to have made the Abbey their home now. Huh, good for them. At least someone is making use of that old structure. Thank you for telling me, Magdalene. Be well, Wolslav. God bless you and your father, Magdalene. Okay. Oh. A fateful sausage achievement. That's great. Yuta, how are you doing? Ah, hello, Magdalene. Hans, I wasn't talking to you. I already did that. How'd I get on this side of the table? Whoa. Hello, Magdalene. How's the weather? We've been preparing for the feast in here all day. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk. Colder than usual. I'm glad to be indoors now. Too damn cold. We'll say the middle one. It's been colder than I remember it being for decades. At least we're in here where we can keep our fingers warm. You'd better keep your fingers out of my dough, Master Bauer. I didn't do anything. You've snuck your little fingers into my cookie dough 3 times today. Do it again, and I'll rap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir. Sorry, Mistress Matilda. We need enough dough to make cookies for the entire town. You can't be eating it all. Anyway, what did you come in for, Magdalene? I was hoping you could tell me what you remember of the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one ever seems to talk about it, and Mistress Matilda and Master Wolslav, you two are the only ones left who used to live in the Abbey. The only ones who stayed anyway. Matilda and I had been friendly enough with the people in town. We put it behind us in time. You can imagine the other brothers had little reason to remain. Old Idoc made it out. I think Father Garanot paid for him to go back to an abbey in Cornwall. I'm not sure what happened to the others. All gone in any case. But the whole thing is a sensitive subject, Magdalene. Why are you asking? The mural. I want to honor everyone who fought in the revolt in the Rathaus mural. It's a weird way to word it. I want to portray the event truthfully in the mural, so I'm trying to hear everyone's account of events. I talked to some others in town, but all the stories seem to conflict. I want to hear your perspectives so I can paint the mural. We'll say that one, because here's the thing, is there's no truth that is going to fully reflect the events. Like, from one... Because when you're painting something, like a mural, you're painting it from one perspective, right? Like, the viewer has a perspective. And, like, the perspective that we will be painting it as it's a little bit tricky because, like, we have to kind of side one way or the other. There's no one singular perspective that will actually get all sides because different people had different perspectives. So there's not going to be one perspective that is going to encompassate the truth from all perspectives. So that's just not going to happen. Honor everyone who fought is like it's a very naive way to put it. So we're going to do this last one. Like, look, they conflict. I just want to hear your perspectives. That's it. There was so much going on that night. No wonder everyone remembers it differently. Wait, Magdalene, here. Come cut out cookies with me first. That way we don't fall behind while we chat. We'd be grateful for the help. Okay. All right, Magdalene, cut out cookies from the dough and set them aside so Simon can put them on a tray. Okay. We'll need a good number in a variety of shapes, so don't hesitate to change which cutter you use. We have to have enough for the whole town after all. Okay. We gotta do enough. Cut. Rotate. Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay. I don't fully understand this, but okay. Anyway. Oh no, I made a bad decision. No, wait. I'll do this soon. Ah, yes. Try and give her 25 shapes. Oof. I feel like I have already made a poor job of that. How do you do this? Oh, okay. You just gotta hold it. I am not... Oh, okay. You gotta press it again. Got it. Okay. I was like, I still thought it said the left click was pressed. So, okay. So here we go. Now I understand how we do it. Okay. But I can rotate. Interesting. Mm. Okay. Hmm. Could just do a bunch of these the whole. I'll do it across this way at least. Gotta be so picky. Okay. Waste all that dough at the top. Why does it not like it? I'm not off at all. Hmm. This is stupid. Why does it not? Where's the isn't that side? Like, look, it definitely there's more room. Stop being so picky. There's absolutely Well, if they're gonna be like that, can I stick this over here? Okay, that one goes. Good. Thank goodness for the bird. Okay. Um. Hmm. Yeah, it's not gonna work, is it? No. Oh no, I didn't mean to rotate it. Okay. Oh. Making them crooked. Oops. There's a lot of extra room around that one. Hmm. Hmm. I need to get a heart in here somewhere. But the problem is, the heart is so big. How's anyone supposed to fit the heart in here? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay, now I did it. I can say that was successful. Got at least one of everything in. We'll mostly do these because you can get more of them that way. Come on. No, I don't think I can get any more. Maybe I can get one more down here? Oops. Well, not if I rotate it like that. Of course not. No, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I got 33. Are you done? Yes, I am. Oh, so many are the same shape. Yeah, and? I think it's fine. If you think so, I hope we have enough. We do. That's how we have so many. Because they're all the same shape. They're the shape that fits. But don't worry, you can take the leftover dough and re-roll it out. We'd better keep going if we're going to have everything ready by the procession tonight. So, what can we tell you, Mags? I heard the Landsknechts came into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. Could things really have been talked out, or was it too late by then? Why didn't anybody listen? They were trained soldiers, and they killed so many people. Did the abbot really think threatening you would work? I want to ask the first question. I don't really think the others are good questions to ask. Not compared to the first one, which is a good question to ask. There were some people who wanted to talk. Master Mailer worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed... Ah, Andreas, a shame how he died. We at the monastery were fond of him. Clara said she and the other peasants felt the same way. Dad said he was instrumental in keeping the revolt getting out of hand. He regrets not standing by him. Yeah, well, we probably heard our dad's story. Plenty. Yes, he was. He had a personal dinner with the abbot to try and discuss things, I believe. A pity they couldn't come to an agreement. Yes, Andreas did a lot of good for Tassing, and Kirsau, too. Even if the old abbot failed to admit that. He even revealed corruption in our own midst. The old prior, Ferenc, had been doing witchcraft in the church. He still grieve... I still grieve that he died in the Abbey fire. I know your father does too, Magdalene. Wasn't the revolt in general justified? Would it have been best to leave the matter alone? Sounds like no one should have opposed the Abbey at all. Ooh, we'll choose the middle ground, which sounds like this middle one. No, not then. We couldn't even collect in the forest without a fee. Dad kept saying we couldn't live with higher and higher taxes. The night Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John's Eve. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Hannah, the innkeeper's wife. I still say she was pressured into it by the miller. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. We burned the mill with both bastards inside. The abbot promised to help if Andreas found the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was talk. But didn't you say that you just burned down the mill? But the abbot ordered Lancet to stop you. You mean no one was supposed to burn the abbey down? Yeah, say that one. Why would anyone want that? We sought justice, not murder. It was too much for Peter. Leonard was one thing. He just killed Ulrich, but to burn the abbey... But when the Landsknechts saw the fire, they thought they had another revolt on their hands. Even Father Gernot couldn't stop them. We all fled. Brother Florian saved as many as he could, but... Peter was wrong to burn the abbey, Peter was wrong to burn the abbey, but what the soldiers did? That was awful. I thought that knights were supposed to protect people, like in Parsifal. Oh, isn't that the book we got her? Is it the book Andreas got her? I think that was the book we got her. Rarely does real life match the heroisms of stories, Magdalene. Dad died protecting me, stabbed in the chest. I don't even remember what he was wearing, but I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black and sticky like treacle. Dad socked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there, and... Magdalene, can we stop talking about this? No. Yes, thank you for talking to me. I'll do my best on the mural. Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later. Until then. Okay. Tick-tock. I'm going to drink while time passes. Cookie cutter. Oh, what did it say? There were words. I didn't read the words. Perchenlauf. Oops. I love this scary mask. Now we have cookies. It's enough work for Christmas Eve. They'll be running the Perchenlauf soon. Perchenlauf soon. Time to head over to the commons so we can all shiver together. Yes. Oops. Let's all shiver. Okay, go to the commons. Let's go. I'm just gonna call it Perchenlauf because I like that pronunciation. Perchenlauf. Hello. Look, everyone looks like they're ready to sing Christmas carols. Oh, hey, Baku. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Hope your day is going well. Okay, Christ, it's too damn cold. Shut your mouth, boy. We've done this festival every year. You won't die standing here for 5 minutes. I love the way he's just... No, you can't see him on the screen. Hold on. I gotta move this the right direction to move. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. I can move out of the way. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh no. It it was like, nope, you can't go move that far out of screen. Unfortunately. Okay, well, you saw him a little bit. He looks great. Oh, good, you made it, Magda. I was getting worried you would miss the procession. I was so busy trying to finish the mural, I lost track of time. Yeah, we'll say that one. Well, be sure to take some time to relax tonight. It is a feast day after all. Shh, it's starting. Oh, Artemis looks so lovely. I'd love to be the bright saint one year, leading off all the demons into the woods. Yeah, this is totally cool. That's the one type of boys that'll follow you, Artemis. Ha! Apollo, stop that. Sorry, Mom. Christina, see the Perchton? So scary. I don't like it. Shh. Andreas, you're all right. They're only costumes. Big masks that our neighbors are wearing, remember? Ugh, it's so cold. Magdalene, do you want to be the bright saint or one of the Perchton? Perchton? I'm gonna call him Perchton because I think it's funny. I would want to be the bright saint. The crown is my favorite part. Perchton, they're so spooky. I don't think I want to be. I enjoy watching, exactly. Yeah, the octogenarian is most festive of the bunch, yeah. He gets it. He gets it. Oh, really? You're normally so outgoing. I guess watching is a better view, though. It doesn't seem fair Artemis gets to be the bright saint since her dad is on the town council. You'll get your chance, don't worry. Tessing's done the Perchen laugh as far as I can remember. Everyone in town's been a part of the procession before. Well, except for you young ones yet. I wish Dad could be here. The hair on the back of my neck standing up again. Oh, this is boring. We're just standing in the snow. What's the point? No. I wish Dad could be here. We're gonna be supportive. He'll see next year, surely. You can go home and describe it all to him. As beautiful as ever. As goddamn long as ever. Well, at least we're going to eat after this. Okay. Look at everyone. Yay! Oh, hey, Mags. Magda. Whatever. Mags. You made it. I was worried for a minute you'd skip out on the fun. Merry Christmas, Mags. That's Merry Christmas, Ots. Look, Baltus made a special batch of beer, and I heard you made cookies, too. Yuta was complaining that there weren't many to go around. Look, I made as many as possible. Actually, I probably could have made more if I didn't make one of every shape, but I made sure there was at least one of every shape. But I used the shape that was most shape efficient. And it was the smallest, so it has the least cookie, but that also means there's more cookies to go around. It's her fault she didn't make enough dough. Don't blame me. You'd better hurry if you want to taste the toils of your labor. Alexander and Kaz look like they're going to play something, too. Oh, I hope they play Christ Born on Christmas Day. That's my favorite. Did you forget Casimir's name? Or are you giving everyone nicknames tonight? No, we'll say the first one. Which one is that? Ots, we sing it every year. We sing all of them every year, Max. I can't keep them straight. I get to meet Walpurga. Walpurga, Ursula's daughter. Okay. Yeah, I see her there. Ahem. Hey. Everyone listen up. Jorg would like to speak. Yes. Thank you, Veronica. On behalf of the town council, I wanted to thank everyone for coming tonight. Listen intently. We're not gonna heckle him. This year has been tough on all of us. we've had more snowfall than anyone can remember, and the early frost gave us a small harvest. Folk haven't come through the pass as often. Nico, you've been short of customers, and we've all missed the trade. Alexander and Casimir, you've been kept from your journey. Naziu, the snow has kept you from returning home. And I know we've all felt the lack of Klaus in town as he's been bedridden these past few months. And yet the Lord has blessed us with each other, cheerful guests and good company. Cheers! Amen. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, good speech. Even though this season has been rough, God knows we still have a lot to celebrate this Yuletide. Endris, you've made tools we couldn't have gone without. Just practicing my trade. Dr. Stoltz, you've kept us all in good humors. Yeah, something like that. A proof of my experience, Jorg, in such cruel weather. I thought this was from the town council, not to it. Yeah. We'll keep listening. Magdalene, you've painted the mural for us. Thank you all for trusting me with this task. I have done my best to honor Tyson's history. I wish my father were here to celebrate its close completion with you all. Or spice them down. Then we're not going to say the snarky one. I know snarky is our thing. It's our specialty. But we're going to do the first one. Thank you for trusting me. Because honestly, it is a big deal. And I am a new artist. Like, relatively new, you know, so. Alexander and Casimir, you've spread good cheer in the early winter nights. Our pleasure truly. And especially tonight, I think we should thank Baltus for making such a wonderful beer for us all to enjoy. Huzzah, yeah, woo! Good job. Oh, no, please. Nazi helped tremendously. It's thanks to him, really. Well, grazie. And thanks to our Lord who has graciously provided for this feast. Yeah, woo. I guess. Casimir and I shall play later in the evening, so please come to us with songs if you have one in mind. I thought you didn't know them straight. What are you requesting things for? You don't know songs. You're too drunk to remember songs. If I may, Jorg, I'd like to bless this great feast our Lord has provided for us. Of course, Father. Today we have come together to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Just as our Lord has provided for us with this meal, so too did Christ provide us with the bread of life. So please join me in prayer. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we are about to receive. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Yeah, amen, woo. Huzzah! I really want one of them to say huzzah. Amen. Now please, everyone. I know Baltus made a fine beer, but remember that temperance is a virtue. Celebrate the Christ child as though his manger were here with us. I have to say, wasn't the whole point that there wasn't any room in the ends? Yes. He's really reaching this year, isn't he? Merry Christmas, everyone. Finally, let's eat. Yay. Father Thomas, where are you running to? Do you have to use the bathroom? So what am I doing here now? Interviewing people still? Or am I, like, not working? No? Okay, I guess I'm still just chatting. Socializing? Do I have to socialize? Ugh, I don't want to socialize. It's awful. Magdalene, you finally came over to say hello. Hello again, odds. Hello, Magdalene. Happy Christmas, Ava. Till. Magdalene, how good to see you. How is that mural coming along in the Rathaus? Almost finished with it, I hear. That's right. Last I heard about it, you were still working in the middle section. The history of saints, right? Comments so I can use the cloister as a reference. Oh yeah, I may have told them. Since I had to finish that section now. The old abbey ruins were hard to climb through, but I wanted to paint it right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Oh, but the remains of the abbey are so run down. That sounds dangerous. You went into the old abbey, Magdalene? Without me? Of course I did. Ha, quite a capable young woman you are, Magdalene. Till. Not that I'm encouraging it, mind. Well, clearly you can handle yourself since you made it back without any problems. And I did warn you about the dangers, not that I told you to go digging about down there, mind. Anyway, Magdalene, what are you painting on the mural now? I'm working on depicting the revolt, but I think I angered Agnes when I asked her about it. That's right. You were just a few years old then. God, has it been that long? Don't worry about Agnes. She acts cranky, but she's never truly upset with anyone. It took years for Tassing to recover from that after that night. Thank God we've come a long way since then. Otto would be proud of what the town has accomplished. It's a shame he died without seeing what the town became. Yeah, I'll say that one. It is. I pray, this is Ava. It is. I pray that St. Moritz has blessed him in heaven for all the work Otto did in his name. I'm sure that the Lord has made a space for him, Ava. You know, Magdalene, I think he would be especially proud of you for memorializing Tassing in the mural. He would be thrilled to think that you'd become a part of the family. I'm honored you think so. Well, yeah, well, it's a party. Let's spice it up with a little drama. You're a capable young woman, Magdalene. Marriage is the next stage in life for you. You'll have to speak with Klaus, of course, but you and Otz are a good match. Stare awkwardly. Well, yeah. Anyway, I don't mean to keep you chatting away with us older folks. Have fun and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ava. Till. Merry Christmas, Otz. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mags. Okay. Let's talk to Veronica. Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Enjoying the celebration? It's wonderful to see everyone together in such high spirits. My last time I had a celebration this big, it's nice for a change of pace. We'll say the second one. It's wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Isn't it? Even Grandpa's enjoying himself. This winter's been difficult for his gout. The cold makes his joints seize. I told him he didn't have to come to the Perch and Laugh, but he insisted. Well, look, he's having a great time. I haven't missed one Yule procession in my life, and I'll be goddamned if some snow stops me. Yeah, like, why would you keep him away from this? He's having so much fun. Oh God, we know, old man. Anyway, like York said earlier, it's nice to have a night of good company and cheer. The worker told me he needs to work on his public speaking. If you're mentioning my father in your speech, he'll be glad to know he was missed. Yeah, we'll say that one. You're welcome, Magdalene. Klaus is a good man, and we all miss him as a part of the community. To be honest, I didn't expect to make a speech tonight. I just thought about what happened in town this year. Really? Werner kept insisting that someone make a speech, so Paul said that I was the most charismatic of anyone on the council. You know, that might be true. Which is kind of a shame. He said that? Well, he said that I would make the least amount of people angry over it. Baltus said it was my charisma. That's one way to phrase it. Cough. To be honest, I never thought I'd be someone people in Tassing listen to. But you've always been a part of the town council. We didn't always have a council, though. It wasn't until the night of the revolt, really, that I felt like I could do things on my own, be my own man. I love my father, but what he did, I thought I had doomed the town. The whole affair was the abbot's fault. Peter did the right. No. A lot of terrible things happened all at once. No one can shoulder all the blame themselves. Except for, like, your dad, though. But I'm not gonna take sides. It's Christmas, okay? We're not gonna point fingers right now. No, but my dad did choose violence. He chose to destroy the abbey. I always went along with him because he was my dad. I thought he had to be right. That night was the first time I thought any different. I learned that night that you can fight for something right and still choose the wrong way to do it. I swore that I would never let that happen again. The revolt broke down everything I thought I knew about Tassing, about myself. But it made a lot of things better for Tassing, and that makes me hopeful. What do you mean? Well, our new lord is strict, but he made a deal with us. The council lets us govern ourselves. As much as I was grumbling earlier today, York is right. Life changed in Tassing, and even though the first few years were hard, we're better for it now. No abbot looking down on us, making stupid laws as he sees fit. Our lord lives days away. As long as we pay our taxes, we're left alone. A better life for Artemis and Apollo than we had. Don't you talk ill of my son, boy. He gave you everything he had. God rest his soul. Cough, cough. I know, Grandpa. Choosing to live differently than your dad was brave. I think you and the rest of the council have done a great job. We normally don't like the council, so I don't know, that one feels a little... But that's the whole point, isn't it? Without the revolt, you wouldn't be able to give the twins a better life. So even though you disagreed with Peter's actions, they made a better life for you. We'll say that one, yeah. Because without the revolt, you wouldn't be able to give the twins a better life. Again, that's not necessarily the case. Like, maybe they could have found a better way to reach this conclusion. But Peter's actions did make a better life for them. Even if it's not the best life possible or the only way to get a better life. They were the way that it happened. So we'll go with that one. Also, like, are you guys seeing Apollo eating down here? My goodness, that chewing action is just, like, I don't know about that animation. Okay, we'll do the last one. The real work happened in the days after the revolt. My father would have been put to death as a rebel and traitor if he survived. We worked hard to make sure the sacrifices of those who died wouldn't be in vain. I've done the best I can to do right by the town and Dad. You're his son. You've done him proud, boy. Thanks, Grandpa. Anyway, I'm going for another pint. Anyone else? Yes, bring a pitcher. You've had enough, Grandpa. Your humors might become unbalanced. Another for me, Org. Magdalene? No thank you. Alright. We'll see you later then, Magdalene. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Okay. Let's talk to Alexander. Ah, Mistress Magdalene, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Alexander. Merry Christmas, Casimir's. Enjoying the night? Very much so. Though by the time we had set down our instruments, the cookies had already disappeared. Look, I cut them with the smallest shapes. We were just setting up to perform. Did you have a particular song in mind you want us to play? Between the two of us, we know all the Christmas songs between here and Spain. None of these are the one I mentioned to Oz. Be welcome to us, Lord Christ. Good Christian men rejoice, or from heaven above to earth I come. Good Christian men rejoice. Don't I know that one? What one's that again? Anyway, it's the only one I recognize, although I think today we call it another name. A folk tune. One of Casimir's favorites. Oh, well, if Casimir's likes it, then that's good. I trust his opinion. I mean, look at that style he has. Once Kaz and I play what we prepared, we'll be sure to play that one. Merry Christmas, everyone! Since it is Christmas, Kazimierz and I want to share a special song with all of you. In the spirit of giving. Please enjoy. Okay.
In dulce jubilo, nun singet und seid froh, unsers Herzens Wonne liegt in Praesepio, und leuchtet
I
als
really
die
like that it's in
Sonne
German.
latris in gremio, alpha es et o, alpha es et o.
Yeah, I was gonna just say something about Simon over there.
O Jesu Parvule, nach dir ist mir so weh, tröst mir mein
Man, why is
Gemüt,
Magdalene just so much tinier than everyone else?
durch alle deine Güte, o Princeps
Like, her whole body just needs to be
Gloriae,
bigger.
trae me poste,
It's just so smaller in
trae me
proportion.
poste.
Yay! Good job! See, it was just kind of nice. Hearing him in German was really cool. Thank you, truly. Compared to like hearing the like church songs in Latin, it's cool to hear something in German. It makes it sound very folksy. Please return to your drinks. We'll be playing all night. Happy Christmas! Yay! Great concert. I had front row seats and everything. Hello, Magdalene. Happy Christmas to you. Good evening, Magdalene. Merry Christmas, you two. Ulrike, Andres, say hello to Mr. Struckerin. Hi. Hi. Oh, Andres, don't be shy. You know Mistress Magdalene. Sorry, Magdalene, he's a bit quiet. That's fine. We're so cute. Yeah, we'll say hello to both of them. She inherited her petite frame from her mother's side, I guess. But, like, her head's so small. Like, everything is too small. Everything's too small. This child has a really big head. How did you like your speech, Magdalene? It's a good reminder of everything we still have. We all need to hear it. A bit simple, I think, but not bad. I liked it well enough. I guess someone had to say something. It's only right that should be a council member. We'll say the first one. I don't want to just stir up anything. We'll just say positive stuff. It's a party. It's Christmas. Paul putting him up to it for Paul putting him up to it at the last moment, it was well done. Well, Werner insisted someone on the council make a speech. I didn't particularly want it to be me. But Jorg did it justice. You can't always count on him to speak from the heart, especially a few drinks in. Or was that can? Probably was can. Truthfully, I think much of the town needed some encouragement tonight. Tassing hasn't had such a hard season since the revolt. Yes, I'm sorry. It's Christmas! We shouldn't speak of such sad times. Let's... I don't think anyone can avoid thinking about it. I can't. No. Let's toast to better days. Cheers to that. Although, there's an old Latin proverb my dad used to say to me. Hey, we're not going to talk about your dad. Ictus aurum proat miseria fortes viros. Fire is the test of gold. Misery is the proof of strong men. Yes, precisely. There's no question. The revolt left Tassing worse off, but seeing the town now gives me hope. You're an artist, Magdalene. I think you can see it too. Things seem brighter for Tassing somehow. You mean how I'm painting the Roundhouse mural? I don't know about that, aside from church holidays. We'll say the first one. Yes, those miserable days gave us the resilience we needed to push ahead, to make things better. The next generation, like you or Utah and the twins, you saw what it was like to fight for ourselves, to stand up to tyranny even at the cost of losing our homes and lives. To be honest, most nights I'm grateful for the revolt. Really? Oh yes, you wouldn't remember, but life was already terrible before that night. The revolt burned away the dead wood that had rotted tasking for decades. God knows my father was an evil man. His death released me from years of fear. That's true. The revolt gave me the courage to face him, to become better than him. I think something of the same happened when the Abbey was destroyed. If things had gone on as they always did, well, I doubt we'd be having such a Yule feast tonight. The cost was high, but it resulted in just as much joy as grief. I hadn't thought about it that way. Because the revolt, I could marry Paul, can and we can supply grain to peasants at a fair price. Our children will grow up without the fear that ruled over my life as I got older. No moment in life was entirely good or bad, Magdalene. What matters more is how we choose to see it. Hmm. That's a wonderful way to look at it. I don't want to, like, we're just gonna stay positive. Oh, well, it's something I learned from one of Father Thomas's sermons. I took it to heart when my father died. Don't forget to take some time to have fun tonight, all right? Mommy, I want another cookie. Shh, don't yell, Ulrike. I told you once already, sweetheart, there aren't any left. I cut them as small as I could. There weren't many to begin with, and sharing is a Christian virtue, remember? But I want a cookie. Let's find you something else, all right? A mug of warm milk, I think. Excuse us, Magdalene. It seems we have drinks to fetch. Of course. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Okay. Didn't we already talk to Big York? I guess we talked to Veronica. We didn't talk to Big York. Hey, Magdalene, sorry to bother you during the feast. Oh, hello, York. Did you need something? Well, all the chatter around the revolt earlier had me thinking. You nearly done with the mural, aren't you? The last time you talked with the council, you said you were working on the final portion, painting the revolt. I don't mean to nag during the feast, though. That's Veronica's job. I should have it done soon. I've been saying by New Year's, chill. I've been listening to people around town talk about the revolt, so I can get a better idea of how to paint it. Everyone has a different idea of how that night happened. But I think I finally settled on how I want to depict it. Yeah. I want to honor what the peasants stood for. I'll show Otto giving a speech and the soldiers in the distance. I'll paint the peasants burning the abbey and the mill, and the landsknechts defending the monks. I think I'll show the aftermath of the revolt, and paint the ruined abbey surrounded by everyone who died and their families. Ooh, this is... Uh... Um... Um... Oh, this is hard. Um... On this peasant's... Okay, well, I don't really want the first one. The second one, like, that's such a bad thing, but, like... I feel like I have to, because this one's, like, more about the people. Otto hasn't been discussed much regarding the revolt. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, we're like, because like Otto wasn't really part of the revolt. He was part of the pre-revolt. He set the stage for the revolt, but like he wasn't really the revolt. Um, and then burning the abbey and the mill, like that, and Landsknecht's defending the monks, like that feels like the truest depiction of what actually happened, right? Like, that actually feels more up for interpretation because you can look at that and be like, yeah, hell yeah, peasants, burn that stuff. But then you can also be like, defend the monks, defend them, that's unfair. And you can like, you can see the power and the like violence and the cruelty of it, and it just kind of depends on how you look at it. But it doesn't feel very emotionally resonant. So I kind of feel like I had to pick the last one because really it's about the families, right? And that's really what makes Tassing is the families. So the ruined abbey, I think, like, to me, that says a lot. But it's sadness and everyone who died, at least it's a way to honor them. But the families, that's the fact that the families are there is kind of important to me because that's what I think makes Tassing. And like Otto giving a speech also like kind of represent like what the peasants stood for, but really what the peasants stand for is their families. And so that's why I'm going to pick this one. You're just not an artist. Just shut up. Hmm. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The mural was meant to honor Tassing, not stir up grief. Maybe Klaus was the better pick to paint the mural after all. Anyway, I'll get out of your way. You've got better things to do. I think Otz was looking for you too. I'm sorry, he always is. He always is. Yeah, we'll say that. He always is. I think I'll actually go home for the night. I've had enough of Otz's flirting, and I should check in on my dad. Tell him hello from all of us, alright? I will. Good night, York. Actually, I want to track down Father Thomas. Huh. Apollo and Artemis are sleepy. Good night, Magdalene. Man, I'm disappointed that York didn't get my artistic vision. he just didn't understand. Okay, we'll stop by. I wanted to check. Was Father Thomas still around in that? Oh, her, she's still alive. You haven't buried yourself in your grave in there yet. Wow. What was her voice? It's been so long. God bless you, and Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Oh, Merry Christmas, Sister Amelie. Were we bothering you with the noise next door? No, not at all. Hearing people celebrating Christ's birth brings me great joy. Christmastide should be a heartening time of the year for all of us. I enjoyed seeing everyone feeling better about the future, especially after all Tassing had endured. I always think there's something healing about coming together to celebrate Christmas. There's nothing like a warm mug of beer and warm dinner and food, but they never end. Hmm. We'll say the second one. The first one's like just way too positive. All of us are a part of the body of Christ. When we come together in fellowship, things are made whole. People need Christmas in the depth of the winter to remind them that spring will return, and we will all have a chance to live again. Magdalene, who is that? A shady figure. You, hey, wait. Excuse me, Sister Amelie. I need to check on my father. Of course. God bless you. Thank you, sister. Run, check on Dad. The door is open. Is someone there? Is someone here? Dad? No, not Dad. I think he's fine. Oh no. That's my bed anyway. Gotta go upstairs. Dad. Oh, thank God. Magdalene, is that you? What's the matter? Uh, oh, it's nothing, Dad. Just checking in on you. Yeah, we won't tell him. I always appreciate it. I'm worried about you, Magdalene. You're worried about me? You're working too hard. I know taking care of me takes up so much of your time. And I know how hard you've been working on the mural. Ooh. I don't know how important it is to you. For you to work this hard, it has to be important to you. It is important to me. I'm not going to make it, Magdalene. Are you a doctor now? I've known Werner Stoltz long enough to know when he's going through the motions. He's never been kind, but there's a special coldness to him when he's attending to a dead man. It's all right. This is just life. I'm glad I'm going before you, even if it's sooner than either of us would like. I've already seen too much death in my time. I just wanted to show you what I could do. I wanted you to be proud of me. I have been, every day of your life. You've never needed to prove anything to me. I wish I could stay to see the mural when you finish it, but I don't need to. You like, just gonna just die tonight? It's Christmas! I know it will be more beautiful than anything these old hands have ever made. Don't say that. It's true, though. I mean, I got along all right. But I always knew you would surpass me before long. You can already see things that I never could. See things and make them real. I'm trying. You're doing it. Aw. Thumbnail sketches were dope. Whether I die tonight or tomorrow or the next day, I'm not going to be here much longer. One morning you're going to wake up and you'll have to do things for yourself. Love things for yourself. And you'll have to share it with the world. Love is the only reason to do anything in this life. Oh, all this talking. Too much. Could you bring me something to eat? Of course, Dad. You haven't eaten all day. And I missed the Christmas feast, too. I can't believe no one brought me a cookie. Look! Look! I cut them as best I could! I cut them to almost maximum. Look, she asked me to make a variety of shapes and make as many as possible. And I went with as many as possible. I mean, I made a little bit of variety, but other than that, as many as possible, okay? So stop whining. I'll go get some soup. Okay, soup time. But also, I need to go outside and check. No! Klaus. I'm sorry, Klaus. About everything. You're here. Oh, wait, I'm choosing? Interesting, okay. I've been trying to keep Magdalene safe. I think so. These days, I feel like my mind has been cracking apart. I thought I could stop all of this. What do I want to pick? Let's say this one. Sometimes I'm not sure where I am. Oh, okay. I've been trying to keep Magdalene safe, I guess. We've been trying to figure it out this whole time. I've been trying to figure out this whole time. After the fire, it's all I could think about. That and them. They've never left me. They're all still there, all in the dance of death. The Baron, Piero, Ferenc, Hannah, Peter, Otto, Casper, August, and now you. Dad? You dropped the soup! Oh God, it's you! Who are you? What are you doing to my father? Magdalene, it's all right. It's all right. I'm sorry, I've forgotten my manners after all these years. And you've likely forgotten my face, or what it once was. Magdalene, this is Andreas Mahler. Back from the dead. The theme? I don't know what I remember. I don't know. The earliest memory I have of you was running into Brain Library to kill me. So we're not gonna say that one. I'm sorry. I don't understand. No one could have survived that. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. I don't understand, Andreas. Where have you been all these years? Hiding from the world. In the ruins, mostly. Sometimes in the woods when it was warm. Stealing bread from Gret. Stealing books from you. Oh, so I wasn't going crazy. It's the only thing that's kept my mind from getting what words are. Forgetting what words are. Wait, how did you survive the fire? With some difficulty. I grabbed as many books as I could and placed them in the scriptorium. When the smoke got too thick, I started to black out. The next thing I remember was Casper pulling me into the crypt. Your apprentice, the boy. You sent him back to Salzburg. He didn't leave. He waited in the woods and watched what was happening. The name of the rose reference? I don't know that. When he saw me in the window of the library, he ran through the crypt to save me. And he did. But he saw that I was trying to save the books, and he went back in. I couldn't stop him. I was barely conscious. He never came back out, Klaus. When I woke up, everyone was dead or gone. I couldn't face any of you. I couldn't go back to Sabine. That empty house. So I hid. Why have you been following me? I thought you were trying to kill me. You painted over the Dance of Death in the Abbey. Yeah, what was this one? I want to hear like more about his art up at the Abbey while he's been hiding, because I was like very intrigued by that. Yes. We raised that boy right, we did. We raised Casper good. It turns out I had a reason to keep painting. I'm sorry if I scared you. No one's coming into the Abbey for years. No one's come into the Abbey for years. I thought I was safe there. I was afraid to talk to you, afraid to talk to anyone. Did you leave us those notes? The ones with the purple writing. What changed? Why are you here tonight? Let's see that one. To help you. To help Klaus. Help me? Help me with the mural? Help you survive to finish it. The hand that tried to kill your father will likely strike again. It has killed before to prevent Tassing's history from being known. Tassing's history? Why? Because Tassing's real history is at odds with the story we've all been told. It's been covered bit by bit, layer by layer, until it could no longer be seen. But it's still here. It's always been here, hidden beneath our feet. And it's still protected, hunted by the specter of death that has hung over this place for generations. The thread puller. Thread puller? Beneath our feet? What are you talking about? The person who attacked your father is the same person who manipulated someone into killing Otto Zimmermann. And Lawrence Rothvogel. Yes, and they travel through the Roman aqueduct that connects Tassing and Kirsau. It's a network of tunnels I've become quite familiar with. And I've seen the ghost that haunts them, that can squeeze through the tiniest opening. I've seen it bend itself in half to reach places I could never follow. I've traveled along every inch of the aqueduct in the old city, but there is one place I have never found. The lair where the thread puller retreats to, the ancient Roman temple that it is determined to hide from view. The Mithraeum! You found it! No, but I mapped out a darkness between the collapsed tunnels, and I believe I know how to get there. Come with me, I'll show you. Dad? Yeah, we'll ask him. He's a good man, Magdalene. You'll be safe with him. Will you be all right? Yes, I'll be fine. You better not be dead when I get back. Protect my daughter, Andreas. With my life, Klaus, I promise. All right, let's find the Mithraeum. And again, you better not be dead. Ghost from Act 1, yep. The Rathaus? What are we doing here? When the men dug the foundation, they found Roman ruins that had been buried over time. Lucky never wasted stone, so he used the Roman wall as one of the cellars. There's a way inside. To the hidden place. Yes. All right, into the Rosskeller. Here we go. All right, that wall is different. Does that mean this is the place? No, it's two-sided, new and old. This was above ground once. It carried water. Look. Cornelius. All right, I think I can make it out. Cornelius goes to the bath today and completes the 6th step in the Mithraeum. Yes, you see? No, I certainly do not see Andreas. Well, here. I'll just say nothing. This is the aqueduct. Aqueduct carries water to the bath, so you think this will take us to the Mithraeum. Exactly. You seem quite confident. We know it exists. I know where it is not. I believe this is the only place it could be. It must be near the baths. You believe it? You already special for a while, so we might as well take a look. After you, please. Alright, in we go. Would have been a good idea to light this lantern before we went in. Okay. In the appropriate hand? With the appropriate hand? I don't really know if I understand that, but... In we go. Bathhouse, look at that. The decoration. This must have been the baths. It doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt. All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get this discouraged. I don't know, maybe some things are just lost in time. No, too early to get this, let's keep looking. Let's go. Oop. Well, not that way. Let's go. This part of the tunnel has collapsed. We're not getting to the Mithraeum this way. I think. Yes, Casper and I found a collapsed section of the aqueduct near town. We didn't find out what was on the other side. I wouldn't let him explore it. I should have taken more care with him. Whenever you're done feeling guilty, we can get on with this. Yeah, you know what? He deserves the little barbs this time, okay? He deserves it. It's not your fault, Andreas. You raised him right. You raised him right. We raised that boy right. He was brave and caring. Okay. Oh, is it telling me that we have to go out and go around? Where did we... Was it the entrance? Is there anywhere else in here? Where am I supposed to go? Um, there seems to be a lack of clickables. I get it, I guess. Where else can I click? Can I get back out of this tunnel? Um, it's a way I haven't fully explored. There's literally 2 places to go. Like, there's nothing in here. Oh, over here. Oh, okay. I hate the way they do that in this game. I hate that. Because you can keep clicking over here, but unless you hit just the right space... I didn't think it went over here. Ugh, so annoying. More stairs? Down? Would something be below the baths? A hypocaust. They use warm water to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope those haven't filled with silt as well. Okay. Oh, you sure are zoomed in. Oh. Okay, we stopped suddenly. Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go in all directions. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm going to try exploring ahead. Of course. Oh, I'm playing as Andreas. Man, this feels weird. Like, it feels like I'm playing as a completely new person. How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist. Oh, never mind. We don't know the rest of what he said. Because our brain just didn't care. The only thing more pitiful than watching you in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art. Our ghosts are haunting us. I had thought you understood that I was forced to do. Your calluses killed us all. Master, why did you send me back into the flames? Bro, Casper, shut up. Our dream world. No, no, this isn't right. I can't be here right now. How did I get here? Andreas, you're still here. Yes, for a little longer. You're leaving? I am the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. When it goes, I will go with it. But who will rule the city if you leave? No one. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good. But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here. This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison you constructed to protect yourself. From what? From pain, from risk, from life itself. But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out? There's a lot to take in here. Andreas, you are the architect. I will help you as best I can, but you are the only one who can answer that. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. For some reason I was looking at it wrong. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna reevaluate where I'm going. Oh, I guess I have to go this way anyway. Hello, Andreas. Is that you, Sabine? yeah. Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why? Everything fell apart. It doesn't mean we couldn't have put it back together. I didn't know how to, or back together with a great big hole in the middle. I didn't know how to. No one does. I wish you had given us another chance. Too late. It may be late for us. Too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene. Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her. You can, Andreas, but you have to leave this place behind for good. I know. I can. I will. You will. Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again? Not in this place, but maybe someday, in a better place, in a better dream. Okay. Ah. Um. Oops. Ah. Ugh. Master Andreas. Oh. Casper. It's really you. It's good to see you again, Master. How can you say that? You died because of me. I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. You couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore. I let my family down, I let you down. What should I do? I like what should I do? He's our apprentice, but we're asking him what to do. Get back to life, I think. I wish I knew how. Help Magdalene, Master. And she'll help you. All right, Casper. Thank you. Thank you for everything you taught me. Aw. I love Casper. Wait, what happened? This was a way out. Before I started talking to Casper, I know this was the way out. Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it. Beatrice? Yes? I thought you were gone. You brought me back. Oh. So, what do I do now? Keep going. Okay. New route. Come on. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I had forgotten it. I know there's nothing I could have done, but that doesn't make me feel any less guilty. It's always there under the surface, no matter how hard I try to bury it. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's all right. What? It's all right, Daddy. It is? You don't have to hide here anymore. But what about you? And Casper? And your mother? We're not really here. And there are people who need you. What if I can't help them? So hard to let you go. I know, Daddy. But you have to. I know. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. Good night, August. Good night. Okay. Saying good night is very sad. They shifted again. The walls. It's trying to protect you. No. It's not? No, I mean, no, I don't have to do this. This is my mind, my maze. And I'm leaving. Good. Favorite track is coming up. Play the next part slowly, okay. But this next part might be confusing. Okay, well, apparently it's confusing, so... What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Did I make this, or why are you holding the maze? Why are you holding the maze? Two things are merging in your mind. You and Mary. In the church. There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer recall what came before. And what came before? Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth, but there was a labyrinth. What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in my mind? You are here with me, and we are here in spirit. Are we still in the ruins? We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering, and the Lord brought you here. But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell? I have not. We are only here in spirit, Andreas. Are you here to save me? I'm seeing things. This isn't real. It can't be. We'll say our special thing. Reading cannot communicate spiritual experience. But yes, this is real, and you need not be afraid. Where are the frogs? Yeah. Have faith. If you are here with me, it is the Lord's will. Andreas? Sister Amelie? What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. He has also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. We're looking for Mithraeum. Is this it? Yeah. Mithraeum? No. This is the tabernacle. Not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me. Soon he will make it known to you, too. Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? Through the door between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave. Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear, and to whom. It's almost impossible for us to reach this place. You deliver messages? Yes. Once, long ago, I was a scribe. I copied many works of the great church doctors. Origen in particular. But that all ended with the fire. It ended with my life. Wait. I thought I had given up the pen forever, until the visions returned. No. When the fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters, not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone, but he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do. It was you. This whole time you wrote the notes. I found one by my dad when he was attacked. Fighting mode. Sister Amelie, you pushed those people into committing murder. What? No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. Yeah, we'll say, but that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes. We're not gonna go easy on her. and people were murdered because of them. No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. No, no, no. I am not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Ah. Father Thomas. I saw you running from the Christmas feast. Sister Amelie, shh, it's all right. Father Thomas? How did you get down here? I saw you acting shifty. Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though in truth it was Sister Amelie who rediscovered them first and found this place. Father Thomas, did you... In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. You? You and Sister Amelie were behind all of the murders? No, I had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them. She did. But she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. You abused her love and her trust for your own purposes. He who wishes to follow love's way must regard neither cost nor shame, nor pain. He must stand to everything, even her most terrible commands. I am ashamed to admit it, but yes, I did. To what end? What was the point of all this? Yep, the thread puller. Look around you. What do you see? Cool stuff, that's what I see. Paintings of Roman gods, Mars and Diana. Yeah. Look closer. It looks like the statue of St. Moritz from the meadow. And the images of St. Satya from the shrine. I don't understand. It's St. Moritz and St. Satya, and Mars and Diana. The saints are the gods? When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp, the statue of Mars Pater, that once watched over the Roman fields, stood there, still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was St. Moritz, who was already a legend when where they had come from. They found the shrines to Satya. You see, but the thing is, these weren't even the Romans. Well, they might have been the Romans, I guess. But, see, there already would have been German gods, and the Romans just assumed that they were their own gods. They found the shrines to Satya, and, not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint. It's not uncommon for stories to borrow and change characters from older tales. But these are not stories, Magdalene. These are saints. Our saints. The settlers did not see them through pagan Roman eyes, but through Christian eyes. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what the Romans did and left here, except for Historia Tassii. But Historia Tassii was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost for before it made its way to Father Matthias. And you killed him for it. Yes, with poison. No one suspected. Yeah, she's gonna ask, hold on, who was Father Matthias again? Before her time. He was the abbot of Kirsau before Father Gernot. He was a good and honest man, one of the most forthright abbots I've known. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago, that St. Satya was the Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believe in the legend of Saint Satya, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still. And what does it matter if they were wrong if the saints weren't here? Then what does that mean for the hand of Saint Moritz? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to Saint Satya, and believed their prayers were answered? What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed like a false star in a dark sky? If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints, can they doubt the church? Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God? Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ of our own free will. Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition. It does, though. It does. It's giving them information that you know to be false. Like, it's one thing to, like, give people the Bible and then be like, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but here it is, I have it. But if you know this information is false, you can't lie to them. Yeah, exactly, Andreas. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. No. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. So that means you can lie? Matthias. If you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protect this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley, and say, Saint Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. You know, that's your job, buddy. Your job to make God feel present. It's your job for people to be able to walk in your church and for people to feel like God is there. That's your job, to do it without lies. That is the truth. Even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie. Bro, lying bad. You're horrible. So many people have died because of what you've done. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death. No, you weren't. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day, Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassii, a copy he promised to give to the abbot so Kirsau would come to terms with its past. And if Father Gernot read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. In retrospect, given how Father Gernot chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded. That sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again. Well, that's retrospect. That's retrospect. Duh. Do you think he wouldn't have cared? Whether he cared or not, I think the abbot would have been more concerned with preserving the abbey. But there was also the Baron himself. Given his provocations, he surely would have told people eventually. But then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tassii. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. Bro, Peter was a ticking time bomb. Yes, as I was gonna say, you seem to have a difficult time reading people, Father. It appears that way, yes. I was trying to prevent Otto from showing people what he found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rathaus. The wall of the aqueduct? That was the most specific answer, so I felt like I should have picked it. No. Everyone knows about the old aqueducts. That wouldn't cause something. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue of the shrine at the shrine of Saint Moritz. How did it wind up over there? The most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time. Black Till told me that farmers find old tools and pottery in the fields every year. I mean, I'm losing her accent now. Yes, and this had remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. And he was going to show everyone in town that God had favored the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz. That's what Otto had to tell us. Because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet, Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rathaus. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her were visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin, so that one of them would murder Otto, just as someone murdered Moritz. What about my father? I'm sorry, Magdalene. Yeah. I've lived next to you my whole life. How could you? None of this was easy for me. I always thought I was doing what needed to be done. Was it because of the mural? Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kearsow's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satya, this place, everything. We're going to remain silent. I warned him, first with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident. It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him. I know. So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. I only tried to convince other people to kill people for me. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. Bro. You're gonna kill us all. No, Father Thomas, stop. It's too late for me. But I can still take Tassing's secrets with me. Bro. Father, you're going to kill us all. You're going to kill Amelie. Then leave and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll die together. Suicide, you can't stop people from learning the truth. You really kill yourself and destroy the church just to hide this secret? Yeah. Yeah. Churches can be rebuilt more easily than faith. I'm willing to pay the price for that. Bro. Your faith is, like, weak as hell. Father, go. Run. Take Amelie and run. Good riddance. I never liked that guy from the beginning. Are you alright? How is Sister Amelie? She's still out, but I think she's fine. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. What an awful way to end a beautiful Christmas night. What are we going to tell them? Yeah, R.I.P. Mars Pater. So sad. What do you mean? About this. About everything. Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth? I feel like they have to know the truth. For the same reason Father Thomas hid it. Bro, we need to tell the truth. because like next thing we know, someone else is gonna find out, and then they'll try to keep murdering people to hide the secret. You know, eventually the mystery machine's gonna pull up with the Scooby-Doo gang, and they're gonna have to solve the mystery, and that's just gonna be really embarrassing. We could just tell everyone now, you know, we don't need Scooby-Doo to figure it out for us, okay? Like, I know how this goes. Andreas, you don't know yet, because you haven't seen Scooby-Doo, but trust me. We're heading down the Scooby-Doo route. So we should reward what he did, all the people he's hurt. Serious, please explain your thinking. Definitely not the first one. You can't be serious, or please. Ugh, I don't want to say you can't be serious. That's like, please explain your thinking. Bro, you were just barely like one little second from completely losing your mind earlier, okay? Like, you don't even know how we got to this room, okay? Um, uh, let me do the thinking. Let Magdalene, I don't even know who I am anymore. Let Magdalene do the thinking. I'm just not sure it makes sense. What good would it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satya? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith. Maybe you had to give him a chance. Have faith, hear the truth. People here have had enough things in their lives broken. No, I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth, and if they don't, then they don't have enough faith. That's that. Because if you don't have faith and truth, and you only have faith in falsehood, that's not true faith. And you have to have faith in them. You know them better than I do. Kind of awkward considering I already painted the saints in the mural. I mean, that's fine. I mean, all I have to do is write, like, Mars Pater and Diana Satya underneath. We're all good. Problem solved. Especially since I've been away for so long. Came back after all this time to solve this, but understanding this would feel better. Came back after all this time to solve this, but it's hard to feel like we actually accomplished anything. Are we any better off than we were this morning? Father Thomas wouldn't be able to. Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. Maybe he never would have. Yeah, that's not true. He would have murdered and murdered again. He has killed and he would kill again. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. Wait, what if instead of telling them, I just buff the whole mural wall, start over, and explain it to them in a new mural? They'll be so excited. They'll be so excited. And then I can leave town like I've been toying with the idea of doing. And I can just go to Prague with Esther. It'll be great. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. Uh, no, I don't know. Maybe it would. No, 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 no. I hate that doing the right thing feels. We need to tell them. I'm sorry. I am too. But I still think it's what we need to do. Then we'll tell them. Good. We should get Sister Amelie someplace warm. We can take her to my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do. A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too. I think. I was like, yeah, you wouldn't have been saying that a little earlier. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas. Aw. Off we go. I'm gonna take a drink while I'm waiting for this. Oh. Magdalene, you made it back. Andreas and Sister Amelie and I all made it back. Sister Amelie? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything all right? Uh, I don't think so, Dad, but it will be. Hmm. Are you all right, Dad? Yes, I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened. You won't believe. I think Andreas might still be a little crazy, Dad. Um, he swung a mattock right past my head with no warning. So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. We found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hypocaust. Oh, look, there he is. Andreas got separated from me. I like this. This choice is an interesting choice. I was really afraid I'd lost him, that we'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, and I was so relieved. Dad? Not on Christmas, you bastard! Are you still listening? Not on Christmas. How dare you? Hmm. Well, at least Andreas can be here now. Because he was really beaten up when our mother died and when he wasn't a good friend to Klaus, but now he's here. And so now he can, like, do right. Oh, whoa. April? Oh, poof, I was gonna say, that was almost my birthday. Not quite, though. I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we will all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. So we are going to Prague. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send to you. So I will end it with my love, Esther. Hmm. Magdalene. Hmm. It begins. Yes? I am sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order. Baltus is assured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled. I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything. Of course, Mistress Druckern. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems Tassing has lost many things in one man. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Good fortune to you. Goodbye. Oh, our family. Oh, I can't go over there. Okay. Just going outside. Where I gotta go. Do we gotta say goodbye to everyone? Let's talk to them first. Magdalene, I can't believe you're really leaving. You should come visit me. I'm not gonna miss Veronica. Ha! The farthest I've ever been is the Mittenwald market, so I doubt it. So I don't think it's very likely. Write to us, though. We want to hear about your new life. I will, I promise. You are a special girl, Magdalene Druckern. I understand why you're leaving. God knows you have good cause. But Tassing won't be the same without you. Safe travels and God bless you. Hmm. Are you sure you have everything you need, Magdalene? We'll see. I know I'm ready to go. Well, you can't leave without this. It's chamomile, cinnamon, and wheat flour. If you're traveling and you're having cramps, I know I'll use it. Well, Hildegard's recipe just called for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for taste. I'm so sorry about what happened to your father. Thank you. Mother Francisca had us all say prayers for him, and for you as well when she heard you were leaving. Really? That's so sweet. Please thank her for me. Yeah, we'll be nice. We'll be nice to everyone on our way out. I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalene. I'll miss you too. God bless you. Safe travels. Okay. Nope. Can't get past her. Oh, looks like we have a little procession of people to talk to, I guess. Oh, hey Mags. Otts. I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always nice to me. My mom says he was a good man. He was a good dad. Well, thanks. I should get going. Mags. She really turned around since I last visited the convent. You know, I've changed things. Magdalene. You sure you don't want to marry me? Ooh. All those sorts of options. It is a tempting offer. I'd rather have my chest crushed. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're not gonna be that mean. It's a little late for that, I'm sure. No. Um, like, here's the thing, is I like her doing her own thing, but, like, kind of do ship it, you know? Like, it feels like they should end up together, partly because we were, like, plonked in the middle and, like, told, hey, these guys are gonna end up together. So, like, I don't know. I kind of ship it, but I also understand, like, she doesn't, I don't know if she's into it or not. She's not ready yet, is the problem. Like, I can see her and Otts getting together, but, like, give it 5 years, you know? So, we'll say it is a tempting offer. But no, come with me. Yes, that's the one I want. We should leave. Come with me. Well, what? Really? Yes, really. But my mom and Till. I'm leaving Tassing today. If you want to have a life together, come with me. That's a lot to ask. I know. You're asking a lot of me too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, this is the thing. He's been asking us. He's been asking us. We need to turn the tables. I like this. I like this. Again, I like them together, but I don't like them together like easy, you know? It's like I was like, maybe she just needs 5 years or something. But honestly, putting the pressure on him, I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. They can be he can go with her. If that's the situation, that's fine. He needs to understand what it feels like. He needs to have a choice. Everyone's been pressuring Magdalene. Now pressure's on you, buddy. You guys think a lot of me too. Think about it, but don't think too long. Write to me then. It's only spring. I promise I won't get married before the end of the year. Aw, you know I'm no good at writing. Then get better. Don't take too long, sweet boy. Girl can't wait forever. I won't. Good. Good writing. Yeah, exactly. Take care of your mother. I I will. Until later, Otts. Uh-huh. I like that. I like the way that turned out. That was good. I was really kind of worried about that plot line, to be honest. Because like I don't know, like I said, I didn't really like the like us just going along with it sort of thing. But I did want them to end up together. Like, because like Odd seems like a good guy, you know? So like I want him to get the girl. Like it's not just about Magdalene, you know? Like I want her to have a good life, but like I want Oz to have a good life too. And it's not like she just doesn't want to be pushed around into something, you know? Um and like giving her control over it is good because now she's not being pushed around. She's like in charge of it, and that's what she needs. And like he needs to make it clear that he actually wants it. So I like it. I'm very satisfied with that. I'm very satisfied with that. Let's talk to this guy that I don't care about at all. Good morning, Mr. Struckren. Are you off soon? Yes, father. Just saying my last few farewells. Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul. I am too. Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you. Uh, St. Moritz will protect me. Indeed, though you travel far from home, he will hear your prayers wherever you go. Uh-huh. All hail Mars Pater. Let's leave. God bless you, Father Elias. Bless you in your travels. I want to see him say like, all right, time for me to go home now. And I want him to crawl through into the wreckage. I want to see him crawl in there. Do it. Okay. Amelie. Still haven't crawled into your little grave yet and died. Huh. God bless. God bless you as well, Sister Amelie. Are you leaving today? I am. I'm just heading up to the mill in a bit. I'm so sorry for everything that happened. I know it's all right now. Your home was destroyed. Well, that was winter. It's spring now. I like that option. That's a very Magdalene choice. True. We must all try to live again. Thank you for helping me. Do you know what you'll do now? Will you become an anchoress again? I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life. God knows you didn't mean to do harm. He does, but harm was done. I am writing an account of what happened here, as well as I can remember it anyway. If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate this history of great darkness. Good, it's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Amelie. God bless and keep you safe in your travels, Magdalene. Oh, going up to the mill we are. My parade continues. Magdalene, this is it? It is. Time for me to leave. Good. I don't remember what my voice was. Get out before this cursed town swallows you. Tassing will bring you nothing but anguish and misery. I hope one day you will find a path. You want to be nice to everyone. Unless they're people I don't like, then we won't be nice to them. But I don't have a problem with her. God willing, though I am doubtful. Stay safe on the road. These are still dangerous times. We'll be fine. Look after your family. Paul, Anna, your grandkids still need you. I'll do what I can. They are what little I have left. Without them, never mind. Godspeed, Magdalene. We're not going to talk to Anna and Paul. We're just going to walk right past them. Oh, whoa. Are you sure I look all right? You don't. I at least grow your hair back out, buddy. I don't like this. Of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable. You're a little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were. It was kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I'd forgotten how to look after myself. Some would say you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men here could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years? Subsisting on our discarded rye, no less. I'm sorry about that. Andreas, we already told you it's all right now. Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. Are you off so soon? Are you off soon? Hello, yes, I'm riding with your flower to Mittenwald, and then down the Isar. Isar? I'm sorry to see you go, Magdalene. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of. If it's half the city Esther describes, I'm sure I'll love it. It was a wonder the last time I saw it. You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have and use it well. I will. I don't know how, but I will. I wish he could have seen it, Andreas. I know. He would have loved it. Ah, Klaus in the mural. I hope so. Magdalene, if angels carried him down to bear witness, the heavenly host would have wept at it. Now I know you're just trying to make me feel better. He was always proud of you, and he was always proud of you, and would be still. Magdalene, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go. Hmm? I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Why did you leave a section blank? For the future. It's exactly what I was gonna say. Magdalene, you took the words right out of my mouth. Duh, Paul. Why are you so dumb? I don't know. I don't want to be mean to Paul. I'm so sorry, Paul. I love you. It's all good. Unless history is going to stop in Tassing the moment I roll down the road. I think your wagon is about to leave. Oh, it is. It hardly feels like enough time. Thank you for everything you did for me, for my family. The look he gave her was like, you're crazy. God bless you, Andreas Mailer. In we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Andreas, are you all right? I'm lost. Where am I? That's all right. You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children require your expertise. Oh? They're up on the mill, the walkway. I'll have supper ready when you're done. Just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas. Thank you. Let's go. Hello, children. That's right. You teach the children. The good ending hipster art teacher, Andreas Mailer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're gone. Mm. You know, maybe they should just, as children, just draw the last panel of the mural. I want to see those little figures up on there. Oh, here it is. Look at that. There is Tassing in the earliest times. The wolf. Yeah, the wolf and Mars. Right. Because Mars was because Mars is. Oh. This is like. Oh, okay. Sorry. This is like the Binding of Fenrir. Um, and Tur and Fenrir, and that's why it was the wolf. Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. I wait. Romulus and Remus and the she-wolf. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Whoa, mind blown. I need to think on this. I'll pause that thought for a second. We need to admire our beautiful artwork. Look, totally saints and gods. You know what? Don't question it. They're whoever you want them to be. Whoever you want. Wait, that actually kind of looks a little bit like Beatrice. Music. didn't like that note. Mm.
Es war ein
Yay. Oh, look, their signature. M. Drucker. Oh.
Das küsste mich.
Does that mean he ended up coming to prom?
Deutsch sprach auf Deutsch. Man
Hmm.
glaubt, es kam wie gutes
Wait, what did that say? Like, here's the people. Oh.
Das Wort, ich
Yeah. Oh. Ah, she married Kraft. Interesting. Why is he over there ominous by himself? Look at all the people. Aw. Andrews is such a big family. Yay. Oh, this is the last bit. So he did paint it. Now they paint a whole nother wall. Well, what about the last mural? Was it always going to be, is the last panel always going to be blank? Always for the future? Was that how it went? Wait, but why did she sign it on the empty panel? That's annoying, because that's the one she didn't even paint. Maybe she made it, she did mean it. Yeah, I know, Mueller. That's what I said. I said the kids should paint it. Um, so she painted over the blank ones, or I mean, she signed over the blank panel, so she never actually meant it to be filled in. She always meant it to remain blank. Interesting. That was not implied when she was talking about it. So it's kind of cool to kind of like put that together and realize that no, she did intend it to be blank. It's always, there always will be a future for Tassing. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Also interesting though that it doesn't look like they added on to the family tree because there's definitely was room on top to, and it looked like it was going from the bottom to the top, right? So it looked like there was room up there to continue on, but no one painted more. I guess maybe because it had already been signed, no one wanted to add to it, I guess. Kind of in the same way no one wanted to fill in that last panel of Magdalene's. But, like, I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. Still thinking about the connection of Mars and wolves, because, like, Tür and Fenrir have a connection, of course. And Mars has a connection with being, of course, the father of Romulus and Remus, and then they are raised by a she-wolf. So it's almost like Mars, like in another version of the story, Mars and a wolf could be the parents of Romulus and Remus, right? Like kind of like that. And hmm, trying to think of their actual mother, Rhea Sylvia. She does have Sylvia in her name, so like the woods, which is kind of interesting. Potentially could be related to wolf things. But all that really is just an Indo-European connection between wolves and Mars, but that's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. I am intrigued. Oh, Peter lived to 100 probably. He was probably 100 in this. Like, I don't even know how old he was, but I can definitely see him living to 100. Absolutely, absolutely. Very good game. Very good game. I used Peter's tail over Mars from in wolf form. Yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, but I mean that story just comes from Tuor and Fenrir, probably. It's probably related to that, I imagine. Because I mean that existed already in Germany, and the Romans got there and they were like, "Oh, Tuor, that is Mars," just like they're like Thor, that's Jupiter. And you know, see Odin, that's Mercury, right, and all that stuff. They also saw Tuor, and they were like, "Oh, that's Mars." So it's probably just that story. Is Tuor and Fenrir. It's the same myth. But that's like the German myth. So like that myth already existed and the Romans got there and then they kind of changed it up for theirs. But do I speak Spanish? No, not really. But hello, the demon 32. I don't really speak Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish, but not enough to like really speak it very well. Sorry. Um just English. Inglés solamente. Um hmm. But these people speak Portuguese. Oh, and then we have the Polish, right? Because the game has Polish in it. That's kind of cool. Um, hmm, gotta look through all the credits. It's only proper. There are a lot of credits though, and it ran out of music. Sure wish the credits had music. That'd be cool. For a game that has so much cool music, what happened to the music? Music, come back. Anyway, but yeah, the Romans came across probably came across a myth of the wolf, and then they were like, "Oh, new myth." Like they didn't realize it's just another version of theirs. Had he got a commission from Aragon and Andres who didn't understand Spanish. Yeah, well, we didn't do that. Partly because it didn't seem quite as exciting to me because like I don't even remember if that was one of the ones you could pick, but because I know a little bit of Spanish, I didn't want to go with that one. But we did the what language? Oh no, Andres did Italian because that felt like proper for the Renaissance, you know? Like he felt Italian. He had Italian vibes. With that hair, he looked like Italian. Oh, the menu's different now. Oh, that's so exciting. Now we can see the background, which is the mural. Hooray. That's cool. That's really neat. I like that. I like that. Oh, well, what a good game. What a delightful game. Um, I kind of wish Magdalene's part was a little bit better. Um, I'm not sure what they could have done differently, but I did not feel very invested in her story until like maybe by the end. But even then, like, I felt way more invested in Andreas's story. Uh, I think they gave me more room with Andreas to develop his relationship with other characters. And that's what really got me into it. Um, Magdalene, they kind of, I guess because she was already grew up in town, like she already had pre-established relationships. So they kind of just dropped me in and they're like, "Oh, well, obviously she has these friendships." But like I hadn't built those friendships. So I wasn't like invested. Obviously Magdalene is, but you have to invest me into these friendships. And like the game invested us into it when it was with Andreas, but Magdalene, they just kind of like assumed that to be a given because it is for her, but it's not for me, the player. So I kind of wish I could have seen um, a little bit more chance for me to get to know them a little bit in a meaningful way, not like a way that feels like very silly and irrelevant to the plot or anything, but in a very plot meaningful way to connect to the people, I guess, a little bit better. I don't know. That's true. She only had the final act. But I mean, the final act could be longer. It's not like they have to all be equal length or anything. Um, but I do kind of feel like I would have. I think it would have been cool to get two acts from Magdalene, and like have Andreas come back at the end of the fourth act, you know? So that way I feel invested in both of these characters instead of having Andreas be like my OG and then Magdalene be just like the new girl who like I kind of know. I want them both to be equally powerful characters in the end, not Andreas feeling the one that carries the weight of the story and then like Magdalene's also there. Like I think I would have preferred it to have more time with Magdalene, to get more invested in her character, and then to really care about both of them. But that's just my preference, and my only feedback. But otherwise, the game was amazing. Great game length, plenty of time to play this game. Quite a long game compared to like what it feels like it should be. Um, Great choices, like the story design, and the amount of choices you have that are significant, as well as the amount of choices that are not significant, but still give you different options, I love. A lot of times, stories, like if they do not have significant choices, they don't actually take you down different paths or have different things happen. But this did. Like, if you say one thing or say another thing, you just get different responses, and that's really cool. And the art course was beautiful, the music was amazing. Just such a great game. Really, really great game. High praise, high praise. Um, so yeah. Anyway, that is all for today's stream. Took longer than I thought. Just kind of weird. Like I said, I watched other people play through it, and they did it in a lot shorter amount of time. But anyway. So that's it for today's stream. I'll probably be back streaming on Thursday. This week has been like a pretty okay week so far. So I think I'll be able to stream on Thursday. And I'll play who knows what. I don't know. So maybe Paranorma Site, The Seven Mysteries of Hanjo, or maybe the game I was playing on Saturday, Who's Lila? Is that what it's called? One of those, probably. But yeah. Have a good night, Phobos. Have a good night, anyone else watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for keeping me company while I play this game. So I will see you later. Have a good couple days. And